for you. You must be pretty chuffed with the coming out to KG5 instead of Darcy Street and playing at 2 o'clock instead of 12.
Probably, I suppose for the guys, they can get up at 7:30 instead of having to leave at 7:30 to get down here at midday kick-off. But Saturday, it's difficult to play anyway. I mean, you play Saturday at Ross, and it'd be just a difficult team to play. So the venue change is okay, the time change is okay, but we've still got a big job.
Haven't lost in 6 weeks. Are you confident you can make it 7?
I'd like to win and not draw. The 3 draws we've had against Olympia were 1-0 up and drew. Zebras were 1-0 up and drew, and last week we were 2-1 up and drew. Those 6 points we've lost would have put us into second place on 20 points behind Olympia. So it's very important that we carry good concentration across 90 minutes. But to get a draw again on Sunday and not have lost any in 7, well, I mean it's okay, but there's points, just going amiss for us. He'll be out for 6 to 8 weeks. He had a phone call late Tuesday night from the hospital. Someone rang in sick and wouldn't be able to undertake the operation, so he put his hand up and he went in on Wednesday. So it was just something that needed to be done, and the timing was right. So difficult for us because Nick's worked really hard on his leadership. He's worked really hard on his game, so he'll be missed.
South Hobart's had a bit of a scare, or a bump, as Ken put it, after a shock loss last week. Do you think that'll make them even tougher this week for you guys?
Oh, certainly. For South Hobart to lose 2 in a row, I'm not quite sure how far you have to go back in the record books, but it'll be a little late for South to lose 2 in a row. I didn't see the game last week, so I really can't judge where South were in the game or where City were. But again, we focus inwards. I'm not too worried about South Hobart or how they played last week. It's all about on Sunday for us and what we bring as a group. And that's where I basically see every game. It's always about us. We respect our opposition, but we don't fear anybody.
Is Olympia's title to lose, do you think?
Oh, look, from here, it's easy to say. I mean, their squad's very fit. They really haven't struggled with any outs, so they've really got a settled group every week to play with, and that's really, really important. But Zebras get a couple back in, South get a couple back in. You just don't know. And for Olympia, the pressure's on them because the rest of us really want a piece of it.
Did Nick hurt himself celebrating a goal?
Look, it's funny you say that because he'd actually had that ankle, so his ankle's either really good or really bad. Now, whether or not sliding on the ground aggravated that from really good to really bad, you'd probably say yes, but if you ask Nick, he'd probably tell you no.
Frustrating if it's a yes?
Look, it is, but when people score, and especially in those games, they build up, and Devon Paul's going to do this to us, they're going to do that to us, and they didn't do any of it to us, and then you score, and you're just really excited, and then all of a sudden you go, probably should have done that, and then you can't take time. But hindsight's a marvelous thing.